Yo, hello. So today, Blizzard dropped some news about the Blizzard Classic Cup that is coming up at BlizzCon 2026. We heard about it before. So it was a small post on Twitter. Actually, I don't know if it's small, but it's the update we got. So introducing the Blizzard Classic Cup, we knew about that, right? Cross-title team showdown celebrating legendary rivalries on the BlizzCon stage, featuring 4 Blizzard Classics, which is going to be StarCraft broodwar, StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3, and Heroes of the Storm. The next slide are the captains. We found out about that, I think, last week. Tasteless and Artosis are going to be the captains. And there's a small... it says format, but it's not going to tell us much. So it's a point-based competition played across four Blizzard titles, the ones we just talked about, over both days at BlizzCon. A curated mix of legacy matchups with iconic high-stakes rivalries and entertaining matches featuring unexpected personality showdowns. So it's like a mix out of like some OG matchups and show matches. That's how I understand it. And yeah, you get points, and if you have enough points, you are a BlizzCon champion. If I'm not mistaken, here, this is the official Blizzard news for BlizzCon 2026. We will not read all of it, but let's get to the... Here, the newest edition Blizzard Classic Cup, which is this one. Wait, is the text big enough for you guys? I can make it slightly bigger, like that maybe. Actually, like this. Yeah, cross title team showdown celebrating rivalries, personalities, and high-stake moments. Basically what we just saw. This one means, or this one also mentions the prize pool of 100k. Competing for Pride, Legacy, and the share of 100k USD. Heroes of the Storm, StarCraft Remastered, StarCraft 2, and Warcraft 3 Reforged. Tasteless and Artosis. The Casting Archon, Tastosis. Last week we announced Tasteless and Artosis, the captains. Tastosis have been the center of Blizzard esports history. It's actually very true. Chemistry, passion, and connection to our community make them the perfect duo to help bring the Classic Cup to life. It is going to be the first edition of this tournament. Tasteless and Artosis won't just be behind the desk, they say. They'll be leading their own teams into battle. Okay. Across 4 Blizzard titles, the captains... Okay, this is important. The captains will draft their teams, testing their recruits' preparation, adaptability, my Inglando is bad, and fortitude. More information on the draft to come. So it reads a little bit like maybe Blizzard will give them some names and then they can choose the players. And then they will be separated, Team Artosis, Team Tasteless. Testing recruits preparation kind of hints to it might be players that are not only for their game, which I guess would be the show match part of this tournament. But yeah. In addition to be captaining to their teams, Tastosis will be stepping in to cast select matches alongside a fantastic roster of talent that we'll be sharing in the next coming months. So there will be other casters as well. I know that a lot of people were asking, like for Heroes of the Storm, maybe Bahamut or something. I don't know what Blizzard is planning, but this kind of confirms that there will be casters for the different games and not only Artosis and Tasteless. So 2 days of BlizzCon, you can expect a curated mix of legacy matchups, running back one high-stakes rivalry per title that helped define an esports era. So those are like the classic matchups. And then the entertainment matches, how they call them. Showdowns in StarCraft, StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3, featuring some of our favorite personalities in unexpected combinations. As you can see, there's no Heroes of the Storm for the entertainment matches, because we all know Heroes of the Storm is not for entertainment. It's the fucking hardest esports out there, and this is only for the tryhard. Only for the tryhards. This isn't a traditional bracket, as there's no elimination tree. Instead, every match will contribute points to each team's total. The scoreboard is live all weekend, and every match can shift the momentum. Legacy matchups carry the most weight and the biggest stakes. Here's how the points are earned. And by the way, I think HOTS is not part of the entertainment show matches, because I think it takes too much time. Like draft, like 10 players, draft and so on. That would be my guess, but I don't know exactly. I don't know what the schedule will look like. Anyways. So, Heroes of the Storm. Legacy, Entertainment, total. Legacy 3. I assume it's 3 points. We had a discussion about that on my Discord. I think it means it's 3 points, and I assume it's 1 match. I would think it's best of 3. Could be best of 5, could be best of 1. We have no idea. Entertainment, this is not... so it's like a 0, and then it has a total of 3 points, right? So for StarCraft broodwar Remastered, it does have 1 legacy match. Let's say Flash versus Jaedong. And then it has 1 entertainment match. I don't know. Atosis versus whoever wants to play Brood War against him. And then in StarCraft 2, you have a legacy match. I don't know, Cyril versus Clem. I don't know if that's considered legacy, because they are both the best players right now. Maybe you invite, like for the entertainment match, maybe it's like MC versus Whitera, or you invite one of them. I don't know, there's a lot of old school Koreans that could be here as well. So also 4 points. Warcraft 3 Reforged, Grubby versus Moon, for example, and then the entertainment match. I could see, I think in Warcraft 3 could be very likely to be like 2v2 or 3v3, and maybe with players from these games that are there as well. Yeah, but this is all up to speculation, right? Blizzard has been very vague about this exactly, so we don't know 100% what it means. And then yeah, there's a total of 15 points. At stake is a prize pool of 100k. Each legacy match features 20k in bounty awarded to the competitors in that matchup. At the end of the weekend, the team with the most total points will be crowned Classic Cup champions, lifting the trophy and earning 20k extra. So basically 20k, 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 and then if you win, you get the trophy, like this part here. And on top of it, the bonus. Wait, is there anything? Okay, yeah, we will be sharing more details on teams, draft, and individual matchups. Yeah, that's basically the end of the news for the Blizzard Classic Cup. Obviously, there is World of Warcraft, Overwatch, and Hearthstone. Prepare for battle. But yeah, that's what we got today. That's the news of today. So we know a little bit more, but we don't know that much more, right? We got a little bit of a structure for the tournament. We got the prize pool of the tournament. We got the format, in a sense, it's like a legacy matchup and then the show match. But who's gonna play exactly? How do they draft these people? We don't know yet. But yeah. I guess we wait and see, right? But that's basically the news. Ah yeah, true. There's other casters as well. Sorry, I forgot about that. Because people were asking a lot if Tasteless and Atosis will be casting all titles. I think they might be parts of a lot of the different games, but yeah, there will be other casters as well, which basically was confirmed in this post. I'm actually pretty hyped about it, I have to say. And I have no idea if I will be invited or not. I wrote it in Discord. If we are not gonna be there, we will have a XXL watch party for it, because I think it could be really fun. There's gonna be some, I would assume, some old school figures as well. Should be really fun to see them again on stage and play. There's a 100k prize pool, which is much higher than I thought they would do.
Is lasagna tasty?
I guess if you break it down, it's like 20k for HOTS, right? Which is, I mean, these days in HOTS, that's a lot.
For lasagna!
But yeah, quite interesting. And yeah, I think it looks interesting. I feel like it looks interesting.
I could really use some lasagna right now.
And you also have to keep in mind, this is like the first version of the tournament. So if you think back of BlizzCon, the very first Hearthstone tournament, for example, was also like an exhibition tournament, which, by the way, Artosis won. If you think back of Heroes of the Storm BlizzCon, the very first tournament was also an exhibition tournament.
I could really use some lasagna right now.
With like players you didn't see after in HOTS at all. I think Idra was there, Naniwa was there, and so on. So yeah, sometimes like the very first of its kind is more of a showcase. Maybe they would continue. I mean, if people really like it, maybe they would continue it exactly like that. But usually they make some adjustments to the format and the tournament itself. But yeah, I mean, HOTS is going to be at BlizzCon, guys. we do actually have some kind of match. Best of 3, best of 1, best of 5. I have no idea, but it's pretty cool actually. And it's nice to see that Blizzard is aware that the classic games community, I mean, they call it classic games, right? But that the community is still very hyped for these things, and pretty big as well. All right. Let me know who's gonna be, like, I don't know, if you have any favorites that should be nominated for these matches, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the Nexus.